Whatever you're involved with in Oak Park and River Forest, it's nearly certain you're connected to the 19th Century Charitable Association in some way, whether you know it or not. The association is a thriving center vital to our community's social welfare, and we're also a destination for learning and fun, and we have been for 125 years.
The 19th Century Charitable Association is about a strong heritage and making an impact in the 21st century. Our motto is strengthening our community through learning. Where has this organization been over the last 125 years, and what does it mean for our future? It's very important to look at the legacy of this club, and then looking in the future, figure out what role we will continue to play in the community. This is a vibrant community. Oak Park, there's never a loss of things to do in Oak Park, and there's a lot of people who care.
The 19th Century Charitable Association was founded in 1891 by progressive thought leaders in our community, initially women with an eye on social good. Originally named the 19th Century Club, the group was part of the women's club movement of its time. These women were radical. They were suffragists promoting women's rights. They were social and community activists. Today, the women and men of our association continue to support the community through philanthropy and volunteerism. In addition to public activism, we still cherish traditional forms of giving, like the members of our weekly needle arts group, who sew and knit garments for children, infants, soldiers, and others in need. Through our annual benevolence grants and use of our building, we give consistently to many nonprofits fundamental to community values.
Giving benevolence grants to not-for-profit organizations and also scholarships to high school graduates. So that was really brought me in. Once I got kind of hooked after that and saw all the good things you can do by volunteering and helping so many other organizations through this one center.
The Day Nursery's relationship with the 19th Century Association goes all the way back to 1912, when a group of its members helped to open the Day Nursery with a $300 donation in memory of Elizabeth Charlton. This year's grant recipient was our children received a technology grant through the 19th Century Association. And what that was able to do was to provide iPad technology, teacher resources, and some additional applications to be put on the iPads to teach our children in their classroom at their own pace, opportunities for literacy and language development and letter recognition, all in the hopes of helping them to be better equipped and prepared for a 21st century world where school is going to include technology at every point in time.
Our tradition of support for the children and youth in our community continues through the free use of our space today. We've got dancing, the high school swing band, and the summer fiddle camp for kids, started by one of our former scholarship recipients. And that's just to name a few. The community at large has long benefited from the association's adult educational and cultural programming in our landmark building.
This building has a space unlike any other in Oak Park. It has, we call it the ballroom. It's a great civic space, and you can imagine that over the years, since the building came into existence, concerts, plays, everything from what I'll call more popular entertainment to subjects with some weight to them that would be of interest to the community.
The programming covers a wide range of topics, and that's very appealing. That's really appealing. It's music, it's history, it's political, it doesn't matter, and it's kind of nice.
I really joined because of the music. I thought that was fantastic. The programs that are presented here by people who are now known as Lang Lang and others, many others, have given programs in this club and invited 300 people, invited the community. And so when it appears in a local newspaper, people show up.
The association remains a center for charitable activities and programming, welcoming an average of 3,000 people through our doors every month. And about 80% of the events hosted within our building are nonprofit.
The association, if you look back at its history, has always been involved in progressive causes. And I think part of that tradition is making this space available for groups that in the community that really need the space and need the ability to have meetings, need the ability to do projects here. So I think what we really wanted to do is make this a civic space unlike any other. It's the sort of space that when you walk in, you stand up a little straighter. You know that important things have happened here, and you may be a part of something important that happens that day.
The association's focus on education embraces tomorrow's Oak Park. Annually, we help shape the future by providing four-year college scholarships to qualified students.
I was chairman of the scholarship committee for about 12 years. And at that time, we gave scholarships to women. When the scholarship committee or giving scholarships started, girls were not getting scholarships. And now we give them to boys as well, because now boys are not getting scholarships.
Getting the grant from the Charitable Association, without it, I don't think I would have been able to attend WashU, which was like my number one school. It was the school of my dreams. The grant really kind of like gave me that extra push to follow my dreams and get an education, like the best education possible.
I think the Charitable Association has given me a great opportunity and where I can go to a place like Boston and be far away from home, but also when I come home, have a home in the 19th Century Club and still be connected to Oak Park.
I feel like the grant is just like an investment towards my future. The 19th Century Charitable Association is making it easier for me to move on with my future and changing the world that's around me.
When you become a recipient of the association, they make sure that you stay connected to everyone by sending you email updates, and they ask you to write about how your year went. They ask you what you're up to, so you're always connected to the people who helped you out.
Something that I want to be able to do in the future is exactly what the association is doing, because they are making it possible for people to learn and continue in their future, and it gives like a person hope, to keep going forward. So I want to be able to do what they're doing, and I want to give back and possibly become part of the association when I'm older.
The 19th Century Charitable Association continues to unfold in new ways that respond to the complexity of our community. We welcome new members, men and women enthused about learning and contributing their perspectives and talent to share our vision.
My mother was a member throughout her adult life. My grandmother Brooke and my great-grandmother Blanchard were all long-term members of the 19th Century Club. So some people have accused me of trying to perpetuate the family tradition.
I joined the Charitable Association to play mahjong. They ran an ad in the Wednesday Journal saying free mahjong play, and I came, and little did I know I had to join the organization to continue to play mahjong. So this is it, and I'm a member, and I'm on a scholarship committee, and full-blown member, asked to do whatever they asked me to do.
Beginning in the suffragette era, and actually still very vigorous for this era in our history, and does not consider women the sit-home embroidery type. We are, all of us, by and large, people who have been busy professional people or had our homes here for a long, long time. It was just my cup of tea.
We like to say we are proud of both our 19th century heritage and our 21st century impact.